I love shooting with natural light, so let's take a behind the scenes look at a photo shoot I did here in my home studio using only natural light. We started off in the dining area using the kitchen table. Since we were using natural light, this was my least favorite spot to shoot because the lighting was just flat. I probably could have really worked on my settings and made something that looked great, but overall it just wasn't really working for me. In this area I did need to bump my ISO up a bit, which I try to avoid so that I don't have to fix the grain in post. On this photo I was at 800 ISO. Even after we switched sides, the background wasn't too good here, and again, the lighting was just flat. I also tend to not get my favorite shots until midway through a photo shoot as I get more comfortable and confident, and especially as my model gets more comfortable. We tried a few different looks here, but at the end of the day, I didn't like how they looked once I brought them into Lightroom, and after playing with some editing for a bit, I quickly started scanning through the rest of the shoot photos. This was a lot more of what I like to shoot. I do have some sheer curtains up that soften up the light coming in from the windows. When shooting with natural light, I do tend to go with my Sigma 35mm 1.4 art lens, as it does let me keep my aperture low and get some nice blur. I typically don't shoot under 1/200th when I'm shooting handheld, and right here I have my shutter speed at 1/250. I have my aperture at 2.5 and my ISO is at 200 to let a little bit more ambient light in, but overall I really like the lighting here. We did a few outfit changes as I like to get a few different looks and mix it up while we can before moving on to the next spot. Next, we moved down to the floor. This was my absolute favorite lighting, and this was the area that we got my favorite photos from the shoot. I did bring my aperture down to 2.0 and bumped my ISO up a bit to 320, but at this time of the day, the lighting here was overall exactly what I had in mind when we planned the shoot. After a few more outfit changes, we moved on to the next spot in my space. To finish up, we hopped up onto the couch. I did bump around my aperture and ISO a bit until I found what I was looking for. The lighting here was pretty good as well, but as we get further from the window, it does start to fall flat again for me. Again, I could have played up my settings a little bit more, but after the previous spot where I got exactly what I was looking for, this was kind of just like extra on top of an already fun shoot. So a few more outfit changes to mix it up, and we did get some cool shots here that we were both happy with.